love you all. Welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
This is for you, Kenny. It's the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive like a duet. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. In the Brooklyn Cafe, it's a big love buffet. With roses galore, men you are adored. Come take a bouquet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Shine your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Love this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Give the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show. Love you, Kenny.
Love you, Sha. So Sha created the Florida Love Show theme song. So that was Sha. Sha and I are going to be singing a lot of songs today, spreading love all over the world. So welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. And Florida Love is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 and love is free. So everything on Florida Love is free. To be a guest on the show, to post on all our groups and pages, just everything is free. So one of the things that I do after George Floyd passed is I give out roses and I say I love you. It's called Roses for Change. So after George Floyd passed, I gave out roses to every African American and I said I love you. So I want to show everybody the news. The news picked it up. Hi, oh, by the way, Jadarian, I love you, Jadarian. I'm so happy you're watching. So please keep the comments coming. So please show the news.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lerman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods and I also went to Publix and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said, I love you back. And they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, Smellin' Sweet, CBS 4 News.
Love you, Lisa Petrillo. So the best thing right now is I have a live audience. I am so excited. So if anybody ever wants to be in our live audience, please contact me. 917-699-1995. Please call me, contact me. If you want to be a guest on the show, please contact me. So I have a live audience here right now. I'm so excited. So first thing, I'm dedicating this show to Scott, I call him Scott Love, but Scott Lappin, who's our featured guest today, to Scott's mom. So this is Gloria Joy Labarge. Gloria Joy Labarge. She is pure love. So this is Scott's mom. We're going to be loving Scott's mom today. And also known as Braveheart. She has a heart so huge. So she is with us today. So I'm going to be changing things up because we have a live audience. So first I want to say I love you to everybody in the audience. So my mom's here today. So Mom, I want to say I love you to your mom. Hi. Love you, Mom. Love you, son. Love you. And if it wasn't for my mom, Julie Love, I wouldn't be Kenny Love. So I owe my life to my mom. Mom, you're the best mom. You're perfect. I love you. Thank you. Yeah, then I want to welcome Sharon's mom and dad. So Neely Love and Ruben Love, who I love you so much, so much, so much. We love you too. Yes. Love you, Kenny. Yes, love you so much. So happy you're here. And I know Sharon is ecstatic, like jumping out of her shoes that you're here. Sha, I love you so much. Love you so much. Michael, I love you so much. So Michael is Scott's boyfriend. I love you, love you, love you. And when Michael came in, he goes, he comes over, we give each other a hug. He goes, I hug all the time. I'm Italian. Right? Italians, pure love. Scott, it's an honor and a privilege to have you as my special featured guest today. I love you. I love you so much. Yeah, so I love Scott so much. So I'm changing it up today. So I'm going to be playing a video about finding the one. And the reason I'm playing this video is because I have my mom here, who was married to my dad forever. I got Ruben here, and Neely, who are married forever. Sharon's married forever. And I want to play this video about the one, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit. So finding the one, the love of your life. So please play that video.
How do you know when you've found the one? Hey everyone, this is Jay Shetty and welcome back to my YouTube channel. When I make videos about love and relationships, I know that they really connect with you. And a lot of you have been asking, Jay, how do you know when you've found the one? So here you go, this is the video for you. If you've got any insights or ideas on how you know when you've found the one, write them in the comments while you're listening to me rambling on and giving you these insights. Now, think about it for a moment. In your life, you've probably had relationship and love advice from so many different people and places. You've probably had some from your family.
Your grandpa, he just asked me to marry him one day, and I was like, no.
No.
And you've probably had some from your friends.
You're already saying I love you in this relationship? It's been like a month. It's been 3 months.
Not to forget, you've definitely had tons of advice, knowingly or unknowingly, from the TV programs you watch.
Dumper.
And without a doubt, the movies that you watch have had a massive impact on what you think love looks like.
Still isn't over.
And last but not least, the songs that you listen to. Every year, new movies, songs, TV programs are all released about finding love. You've got dating shows, reality TV, and every week you have a new app that's promising you it will help you find the one. You've got apps that help you find vegan people, non-vegan people, people who love cars, people who love traveling, and then even
Cuddler. It connects you with people who are just looking to, you guessed it, cuddle. Bristler matches people with beards with those who want to stroke them.
And some of those are pretty weird. And not only have we been exposed to so many different ideas and advice from what we consume, but even the people around us. From watching our parents, to watching our friends, to watching our aunts and uncles, to watching the people that we grew up around. All of these ideas have left an imprint on what we think about love and finding the one. And all of these things also put ideas into our heads about what the other person likes. You know, girls like guys who drive cars like this, guys like girls who dress like this. And this starts to form our ideas about what we believe about relationships. I'm going to tell you one of my favorite ones. Maybe some of you have seen the movie A Bronx Tale. Maybe you haven't, you can check it out. And in the movie, there's a scene where this really cool, suave, I believe he's somewhat of a gangster guy, says to the younger guy who's kind of being mentored by him that you'll know when you found the one when a girl does this one thing. You want to know what that one thing is?
Yes.
He says that the ideal girl is a girl that when you take her to your car, you open the door, you let her in, she sits down, and while you're walking around the back to get to the driver's seat, she'll lean over and open your door for you. If she doesn't do that, she's out, right? She's not the one. So it's crazy to believe that there's so many different stories, so many different examples of advice being given to us all across our lives. What I'm going to do today is give you my top 10 ways of knowing when you've found the one. Are you ready? Here we go. Number one, they'll support and mutually respect your dreams. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to do your dreams for you. It doesn't mean that they're always going to be there cheering you on, but it means that they respect your priority about your dreams. They value what you're chasing. They believe in it as much as you do, and they want to see you get there. They're not trying to hold you back. They're not trying to stop you from getting there. They're not trying to restrict you and trap you in any way. They want to see you grow genuinely.
Follow your dreams.
Number two, they'll really be present with you in the moment. I love being around people who help me forget to look at my phone. That's the kind of person that you want to be with. Someone who's not distracted by their phone, by their messages, by their friends, by anything else. When they're with you, they're with you. If they keep forgetting what you're saying, chances are they're not the one.
Are you even listening to me?
Number three, the person is self-aware and knows their self-worth. They're independent. They're able to grow on their own. They have their own set of friends. They have their own set of values. They have their own set of priorities. Some of them may match with yours, but some of them may be different. But they're their own person. They're not looking for you to complete them. They're not looking for you to finish them. They're looking for you to enhance them and help them grow. They're growing with you, and they're going to help you grow too.
I'm here to help.
Number four is the tough one. It's called trust. Probably one of the hardest, rarest thing in the world. And I'm talking about without checking.
Are you spying on me?
Now, this one's a tough one because sometimes you find out the hard way, and some of us have been there. So my take is that trust should be earned. It's not something that should be given up front, but it's something that is earned. Usually we have this belief that I either trust someone or I don't trust them at all. My idea is that there's actually layers of trust. You have no trust at the bottom, but then there's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, etc., which leads to unconditional trust. The challenge is we put our expectation when we're with someone that we can unconditionally trust them. And actually their trust levels down here, that gap is exactly how much pain you end up feeling. Remember, trust is something that's earned. Don't give it straight away. Let that person, through their actions and their thoughts and their words, earn your trust.
You're gonna have to earn it.
Number 5, you don't always need someone or something else to keep the chemistry, keep the entertainment, and make things fresh. When you feel like you always need an external form of thrill or excitement to keep everything special between you two, it's a sign that you may not actually be connecting with each other, but connecting with that other thing.
Want to sit and watch some more TV?
Number 6, you can spend time apart but can't wait to be back. So you're comfortable traveling in different parts of the world for work, studying in different areas of the world, maybe in the same country, maybe in a different one, but you can't wait to be together. And the challenge is that we usually get frustrated. When you're apart from someone that you love or want to be with, you start getting frustrated and you take it out on them, which actually weakens the relationship. You know when you found the one because you'll realize that you don't let that frustration affect your relationship with them. You find other ways of releasing, sharing that, but you're making sure that you're not ruining your own relationship because of the frustration of not being together in the first place.
I don't want to fight with you.
Number 7, you can disagree. This is the tough one. People think that you found the one when you agree on everything, when you like the same stuff, when everything matches. That's not true at all. You can actually disagree with that person. You can have different ideas and you still learn to work together. It's pretty difficult to find anyone in the world who agrees with you on absolutely everything. So to expect to find the one who has that, that's pretty unlikely.
I disagree.
Number 8, you don't have to like each other's friends. I think there's so much pressure to be liked by the other person's friends, for them to like your friends, for your friends to like them. Chances are that you're putting in way too many tick boxes that are going to be quite difficult to manage. Now, if your friends think that they're totally crazy or they think your friends are crazy, definitely take a look at that.
She's very picky, dude.
But the truth is that it's important that you guys get along. Even if they're friends with a whole different circle of people and you're friends with a whole different circle of people, that doesn't mean you can't be great together.
We are great together. We are a great team.
Number 9, you can be your real self. Not your LinkedIn profile, not your Facebook profile, not your Instagram profile, not your Twitter profile. You can let go of all those identities and just be yourself.
Who are you? Really?
And finally, number 10, you argue not to get one up on each other, not to beat the other person, not to defeat the other person, but so that you can come to a healthy conclusion together. It's more of a discussion rather than an argument or a debate because it's not about who's right, but it's about making sure that you come to the right conclusion together.
We're gonna figure this out.
So those are my 10 tips on how to know when you found the one. Now there's so many more things I could say, but for this video, those were the 10 I wanted to share with you. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Let me know in the comments if you disagree with me. Remember, we can disagree and still like each other.
Love you, Jay. Love you, Jay Shetty. So Mom, I'm gonna open this one up for you. How did you know Dad was the one? Mom, take the mic.
Oh, there it is. Well, I knew he was the one for me because he was always there when I needed him. He was always supportive of what I wanted to be and do. And he was always considerate. And the more I was with him, the more I realized that he was for me. As a matter of fact, he used to be very thoughtful and he would often he was always kind to everyone, but especially he would be there. Well, I would say whatever I asked him, whenever we thought, we could discuss together. And if I thought differently, he let me have my thinking, my thoughts. And he didn't try to change it to his thoughts. But it turned out that we always kind of thought the same way about things. We politically, about people, friends, we were really similar in our thinking because we liked the same things all the time. So having that common background, we just got closer together.
Yeah. And how did you meet Dad?
As a matter of fact, I worked for Dad, really for his older brother, but he was there working too. And I kind of admired him because he was very organized, very, very careful, very smart. He knew, he ran the place, and he just was so capable that I admired him.
Yeah, and also Dad was 18 years older than you. You were 30. He was 38. And you were 20 when when you got married. So
Yes.
age didn't matter.
That what?
Age didn't matter. Your age.
Oh, no, it really didn't, because he was in his 30s. So I didn't think of it as too old, you know? But there was an age difference. But it didn't seem to matter because we just got used to, it was just right.
Yeah, and Dad romanced you, didn't he?
He was very young in attitude, and he was always very youthful. So I just didn't think of the age difference. What?
Didn't you get together at the Christmas party? Wasn't that the first time?
When
The
what?
Christmas party at work?
Oh, at Chris, that's how it started. There was a Christmas party, and after the party, I guess he got a little high at the party, and after the party, we went out, and we had a very good evening, and then we saw each other for New Year's, and from then on, it was steady.
Yeah. And also, Dad used to take you to shows and go out to eat, right? He was very romantic, right?
Yes. He used to take me to a lot of Broadway shows, a lot of museums, things that I had been, aware of or had gone to. He introduced a lot to me, and he loved to go to good restaurants. He enjoyed trying all kinds of different foods, and it was really very, very nice. We took a trip to Rhode Island, Nantucket. We had a great time in Nantucket, and he made life a lot more fun and interesting.
Yeah, and so you love Dad so much, you miss him every second of every day, that you even reminded me that your anniversary was December 1st. It was actually your 67th year anniversary.
As a matter of fact, I had an anniversary. I couldn't celebrate it because Dad is gone, but I always remember the day.
Yeah, so happy 67th anniversary, Mom. I love you, and I love Dad.
Yeah, it was December 5th. It was heading into the cold, snowy days, and we went up to Vermont, and we went skiing. It was really great fun.
I love you so much,
That's when I
Mom.
started to learn how to ski.
Really?
Yeah.
I love you so much, Mom. Love you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, so I'm so happy you're here. So I want to ask you the same question, Ruben and Neely. How did you meet? How did you know you were the one?
About Neely tells you the story, how we met.
We met in the army, in the Israeli army. I was 19, he was 20. I had a boyfriend for 3 years, but when I saw Reuven coming down the hill, smiling. I don't know, my feeling like burst out of my body. And when we spoke and we walked around, and he didn't speak much, he just smiled. And I felt that with this guy that I hardly know, I'm willing to go to the end of the world, I don't care.
Wow. And how quickly did he ask you to marry him?
We've been boyfriend, girlfriend for 3 years. We had to finish the army. And after that, we were young. After that, we went to university in Jerusalem. And that first year, we got married. The second year, she came. Sharon.
Wow. She came the second year.
Yes.
Wow.
She surprised us.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah. And you love Sharon so much. You would do anything for Sharon.
Oh, there are not many stars in the sky because he took them down for her.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Really. I told him, leave some for the rest of them. We have 4 kids.
That's beautiful.
So
we traveled around the world.
yeah, we like to travel.
We did everything we did together. We studied in a university, and Sharon was known as the campus baby, because she was living with us in these 4 years of studying. And we went to, decided after the Yom Kippur War, which was to get some, to rest or to see the world.
Peace and quiet.
And we went traveling, and we ended up in New York, and we got stuck there for 26 years. Lovely years. We brought another 3 kids. After that, we decided it's too cold there for us. Even that we did a lot of stuff there. It was a lot of fun, and we made money there. So we left and we came here, and we stayed here for until now.
Another 25 years.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, you make the most beautiful, loving couple.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Shah, what about you?
Well, before we get to me, I just wanted to say that in Israel, you go to the army before you go to the university, right? So that's why people are getting married at, at the university. And these 2 parents are, they say your soul chooses your parents up in heaven, and mine chose so well. I am the luckiest girl in the world, my siblings too, and my children, because not only are they the best parents in the world, but they are also the best grandparents. They are so involved daily, not even weekly, but daily with each and every one of us. My day doesn't begin unless I spoke to them. My morning, right, Ima? There is not a morning that goes by that we don't start our day with how are you and what's new. And what's new? We just spoke yesterday, but it doesn't matter, And as far as I'm concerned, you're asking about Jacob? What's the question? What's the question?
Yes.
Jacob. Right, but what's the question? How we met?
How did you know he was the one?
Oh, how did I know he was the one? Well, he came into the house, and my grandfather, my mom's dad, asked him as soon as he came, because Jacob was he's tall, he's 6'2". The first thing he asked him was to change one of the the light bulbs, and it was like, of course, and his smile, it just lit up his whole face. But really, what really helped me know that he was the one before our first date was my dad not knowing. And I don't know, Abba, if I ever told you this, but it was a very funny story. We were around the table, my parents, his parents, my grandparents, his grandmother. Everyone there knew why we were there was to be introduced, except for Jacob. He didn't know. And we're all talking. And then finally at the end, my father turned to him and he said, Jake, your 2 brothers became doctors like your dad. Why did you become a dentist? Now, you know how in the Miss Universe pageant or in the Miss America pageant, they get one question? Just that one question, make you or break you? And my husband, Jacob, which then was just Jacob, he smiled and he said, well, I saw how my dad was married to the beeper. And for my future wife and children, I didn't want that. So I went into dentistry. That was it. That was it. Then we had 3 dates. And after 3 dates that week, I told my mother, I think I just met the man I'm going to marry. And 3 months later, he proposed. And we just celebrated 25 years this past September. And we have 3 lovely, beautiful children. And what I want to just acknowledge is that, you know, it's not enough to be married 25 years, 51 years, 67 years. It's happily married. It's that quality. It's not just the quantity, you know. So I'm really grateful for that, for having that kind of love in my life.
Beautiful. I love you so much, Sha.
Love you too,
So I'm
Ken.
going to bring the question to both of you together because you're boyfriends. How do you know you met the one?
Oh, look at him first. I have a microphone.
I mean, you look so beautiful together.
Look at him first. So that, you know. Scott checks off almost all 10 of those points that guy was talking about. I mean, he's kind. He thinks of others. He thinks of me. He thinks of us. Yeah.
Yes.
You talk nice about me now.
I wasn't sure you were done. I was just letting you take a breath. I really enjoy Michael because we just have this compatibility, I feel, with each other. We really have a complementary energy. There's already a trust. There's a real sense of trusting each other. There's a sense of who we are within the relationship singly with each other. There has never been, in these 10 months, we haven't had any types of arguments. There's a sense of being mature and adult, speaking with each other about things. And I'm recognizing that in this relationship with Michael, I am not trying to fix all of the things that happened in the past, in my past relationship. I'm laying new roads in relationship. I'm putting out new ways of being for myself in relationship. And I have a lot of gratitude. And I share that with him, that I'm very grateful for him in my life.
So I love you both so much, Scott and Michael.
Thank you. Love you back.
So can you show him the romantic Italian?
Give him a hug, you mean?
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. So we're celebrating Hanukkah this week because we didn't last week. So Sha, why don't you go to the piano? Why doesn't everybody get around Sha? And that way, everybody go around Sha. Everybody go around Sharon while she celebrates Hanukkah together. We're going to all celebrate Hanukkah. She's going to play a Hanukkah song. And again, it's really just celebrating the holidays and just to love each other. And there's so much love coming in right now from everyone. So Christy says, "Aw," and she loves you. And Jadarian said he loves you. And also Trutron said he loves you. And there's just so much love coming in. So everybody surround Sha so Sha can play. Everybody surround Sha.
Let's get Mom back over here. Mom, back on the chair, please. Over there, Mom. Oh, okay. Hi.
Chanukah, Chanukah, festival of lights. Celebrate, dedicate for 8 days and nights. Spin your top, sing your songs, light your candles bright. Chanukah, Chanukah, sing with all your might. So in Chanukah, we have a dreidel, right, Mom? And in Hebrew, that dreidel is called Sevivon. Sevivon, turn, 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 while the lovely candles burn. What a great holiday! Watch us sing and watch us play. tell the story everywhere. A great miracle happened there. It's a festival of light for 8 days and for 8 nights. That's the one you know? I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, now dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body, with legs so short and thin. And when it gets all tired, it drops and then I win. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, now dreidel I shall play. My dreidel's always playful, it loves to dance and spin. A happy game of dreidel, come play now, let's begin. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, now dreidel I shall play. You want to hear my favorite one, Julie? This one's for you, Ken. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of fudge. I chair it, but I ate it, so please don't hold a grudge. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, now dreidel I shall play. Now let's make one up together. Ready, Julie? I have a little dreidel. Tell me something you made it out of. I made it out of
Clay.
No, something else, anything.
Oh.
What is your favorite thing? I made it out of love. Oh, Mom, I love that. That came from my mother, Neely. All right, I have a little dreidel. I made it out of love. And when it's dry and ready, it fits just like a glove. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, now dreidel I shall play.
Wow. Wow. So, Sha, I'm going to... Yes, yes, yes. Made it out of love. Mom, love you so much. Perfect. You're perfect, Mom. So, Sha, I want you to go to the back and Scott go to the back because I want to start, I want to introduce you to, so the show is dedicated to Scott's mom. Again, Gloria, and Joy Labarge. And she is just so special, and I'm just so honored to have her here with us. So I want to love her. And so Scott, please share with everybody what happened with your mom.
What happened with my mom? At which point of her life?
At the very end, what happened to your mom?
My mom, after her 70th birthday, went to the doctor and came back from the whole physical. Doctor said, you know, there's a couple spots on your lungs. We want to check them out. Doesn't look like anything. And a month later, after her 70th birthday, she was diagnosed with mesothelioma, which was the cancer of the pleura, or the lining on the lungs. So it, at that point, and this was about 13 years ago, 2007, at that point there was no cure. So she went out into the world and as a healer herself. She's a massage therapist and an energetic healer. She went to look at all kinds of alternative healing. And over the course of a year and a half, it was pretty amazing. She gave herself the nickname Braveheart, and my two brothers and sisters, we came together and we just really supported her in finding a cure or finding a cure for her. And she lost that battle about a year and a half later, July of 2008. She ended up passing. But before that, she was an amazing example of being brave, and just an amazing example. So that's what happened in the overall end of her life. And I'm really glad that you're bringing her back in a way to honor her. There's a lot that she has, a lot that she has given. And let me see, we did a benefit. What is this? Some of the things that we did to help her. We did a benefit, right? Oh, thank you. Dances from the Heart. That was, oops, there it is, right there it is. That's from 2008. And what we did this is I put this all together. Dancers, singers. It was at the Gold Coast Ballroom, which is a large event space in Coconut Creek. And we had probably 350 people. We had a month-long cash raffle. We had raffle baskets with donations of food and wine. And as I said, music, singers, dancers. And we ended up raising, during that event, $30,000 to help her with her medical costs. She did do a welcome message. She wasn't able to travel out from California, which was where she was staying with my sister and family. But we did create a message for her that she spoke and recorded for all of the people there.
Mm-hmm. So
And
Scott, I want to play that.
that would be great.
Okay.
That'd be lovely if you have
And
that.
I have a request. Could you please take off your glasses so I can see your beautiful eyes?
I do. Well,
Your
if
beautiful
you want me
eyes.
to read anything, I'm going to have to put them back on.
Okay,
So-
well, that's okay. I want to see your beautiful eyes
right,
because I
thank
see your heart and your soul, which is so huge.
Thank
I love
you.
you so much, Scott.
That Scott is one of the most fabulous dancers and dance instructors. He teaches my daughter and her boyfriend. He teaches my parents, and I can only imagine how incredible Gloria was and what she has raised in this man. I mean, from head to toe, everything is so super professional and put together, and I wish I was at that benefit because I can only imagine what he put together with his heart and soul for his mother.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
you're
Thank you.
welcome,
It was
and I
fun.
love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so love you so much, so much, so much. So can you please play the welcome benefit video?
Good evening and welcome to Dances from the Heart. My name is Gloria Labarge and I'm speaking to you from sunny San Diego, where I'm now living with my daughter Kathy, who is an absolute angel. I'm also closer to my sons Bradley and Daniel and my 6 delightful grandchildren. I do miss Florida and my dear friends there, but it's such a joy to be around my grandkids who range in age from 2 to 15. Their life force is such a blessing to me. Since I was diagnosed with mesothelioma cancer in March of 2007, I've been on a healing journey that has taken me to places of great fear, profound learning, incredible courage, and deep spirituality. In honor of this incredible journey, I've named myself Braveheart, and you can follow my progress at my blog site. Just check in at the front desk for the web address. I wish every one of you here tonight a super wonderful time. Make sure you have a dance for me. Best luck with the fabulous auction and raffles, and enjoy the spectacular show that Scott, my son, has put together for you. Oh, how I wish I could be dancing and enjoying the evening with all of you. Gold Coast is my most favorite ballroom. Thank you, Jeff and Vinny, for all you've done to help create this beautiful evening. Oh, and I almost forgot. I can't wait to hear who won the big $2,000 cash money treat. Good luck to all you high rollers in the house. Thank you all so very much for coming and supporting this beautiful event. I am honored by your presence. Your thoughts, your prayers, and your generosity are so deeply, deeply appreciated. And just remember, to live is to dance is to live. And believe me, folks, I've got a whole lot of dancing to do. Good night, and have a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year.
So Scott, what's it like for you to see that?
I feel really great about the relationship I have now with my mother and had. We were very, very close. We danced with each other. That's why I was at the ballroom. That's why I was able to put the event on at the ballroom. We competed. We did some shows together. And we ended up actually living with each other for a number of years here in Florida when she came out from California. So we had a chance to really understand each other. There was nothing left. There were no words unspoken. She was the most amazing support of me. We championed each other. When we would walk into a room, a party, an event, it was like we owned the place. You know, we would split up, and then I'd come back and I go, Mom, you've got to meet this guy, and she's like, oh, you've got to meet these people, and we'd always work for each other, and we just from the very beginning, we would run around with each other, and I was tall when I was young. And she was very young. She was only 20 years old, like Neely, when she had her baby, like about 20 years old. And so people would always think that we were boyfriend and girlfriend, always, because I was a tall boy and she was so young. So we just got that. So I feel really, when I see her speaking, I feel really proud of her. And I feel inspired by her attitude when she really found out what was going on with her, and she just acquiesced to what was happening in her life, and she moved through with a lot of grace and a lot of poise, very inspirational.
And a lot of heart.
And a lot of heart, yeah, she did.
So
yes.
She was very courageous and brave heart. So Sharon prepared a song to love you and your mom.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I did. I did, of course I did. This is for you, Gloria. Now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and I did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had a fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows, and I did it my
So Scott.
Yes, she did. What?
Yeah,
That's right. That was
yeah,
for Gloria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she did it my way. And Scott, you had prepared a My Way video.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to play that.
Oh, we're getting it twice.
We're gonna see
oh,
it, yes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's where
Yes.
It's
Sharon
got
was
lots
one.
of pictures in it.
Yes,
Yes,
it does.
it does. And Gloria.
And
yes.
Gloria.
Is she
Yes.
singing?
She's singing it.
She's singing it. All
She's singing
right.
it. So we get the double whammy.
Maybe I get to
today.
sing a duet with her.
Yeah, there we go.
Hit it, Maestro.
Yeah. So please play the My Way video.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each chartered course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, 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 not me. I did it my way. For what is a gal? What has she got? If not herself, then she has not to say the words she truly feels, and not the words of one who yields. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way.
Wow. Beautiful. So Scott, what's it like to see that?
Well, it's a lot of fun. It just really represents to me a lot of who she was to people. She was always welcome. You know, people looked forward to seeing her. She had a lot of, even though she was only here in Florida for maybe about 10 years or so, she had already gained a really group, especially women friends, really close women friends. She was one of those women who could be friends with men and women, which is unusual, I think. So it was just watching that makes me smile. Sharon was asking me. She said, "Did you put that together?" She saw some of the details of how I put something was tall, something was big, something.
I noticed those things.
Yeah, right. And so I could kind of put the musicality into that.
And at the
it
end.
makes me here's the thing that I miss the most. As I said, we were very complete with each other in our life with each other. Dancing with her was just the experience of moving with her and our genetics. So I'm her firstborn, and just the way we would be able to hold and be in dance frame and move with each other, and she was powerful. And I watched her on her dancing, some of her competitions and some of the videos, and just because I know what people do after working with thousands of people over 40 years in my profession, and she does so well, and just moving with her and having that
Frame.
Just the frame, but just it's hard to say. It's just that we were
The flow.
that we were one with each other. It was just
like
that.
one.
Yeah, we were one with each other just because she was my mom. We were just kind of cut out of the same cloth, if you will. And I miss that. I miss that like at home comfort. And yeah, and so I walk around life, and every once in a while I'm at an event, and I think, you know what, my mom would be here. She'd be 84 right now, and she would be looking great, and she would be having so much fun, and people would be like, just surrounding her. She was a magnet. So anyway, was just looking at that just reminds me of how much she did, how much we did together, and how I miss her. I don't bemoan. I don't cry and cry and cry. I do get I get emotional about the loss, but it's the fact that we loved each other so very much. We were so very, very very, very connected with each other. That is that's my comfort. So I don't feel loss. I just feel so grateful to have had her in my life. Just so very grateful to have a mother like that. Just knowing, just in life, especially being a gay man, that this is not the story for so many gay people, that their parents don't support them. And both my parents supported me, and she went above and beyond in that support of me. So that's the attitude.
We talk a lot on the show about impact.
Yeah.
And it seems like Gloria, her impact on you lives on.
Yes.
And your way of being, you encompass her. Like, I watched that, and as you know, I paid attention to the details, and I saw Scott in every movement of hers. And it's not a coincidence that you spoke about the flow of how you were made of one cloth, and to know that she's always here.
Yes, she
and
is.
And her impact impacts you, and your impact impacts our children, and it continues. So Gloria is also impacting my daughter. So it just keeps on.
Yeah,
it
I
keeps
believe
on
that.
living.
I believe that. Really so. Yeah, she was a favorite. I would take her out. Maybe we would go out dancing to a club or a little party or something, and my friends adored her. They just absolutely loved her. When is your mom coming back? Is your mom going to be there? And I'm like, well, probably. She'll never miss a party if given a chance. So that was her. That was her.
Scott, I love you so much, and
Thank you, Kenny.
I love
you
Gloria
back.
so much. I want to play the slideshow I created of your mom.
Okay,
I was
great.
in tears.
That's beautiful.
So please play that slideshow. So Scott, Sharon prepared, before I end the show, a song for you and Gloria that she wants to
One more.
sing for you.
Okay.
To love you.
I want to see you, so I'm going to bring you here a little bit this way. There we go. But
Come
face
close
the
to
camera.
Sharon.
Okay.
Come close to Sharon. Come with Sharon.
There we go.
All right.
Memories light the corners of my mind. Misty watercolor memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had remember. We simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we will remember. Whenever we remember the way we were, the way we
So Scott, I love you so much, so much, so much. And I love Gloria so much. And I want to thank you for being on the Florida Love Show today. To love
Thank
your
you for
mom.
having me. Thank you for having Gloria.
You're welcome. And Sha, love you, love you, love you, Sha.
Love you. Love you, Scott. Love you, Gloria. Love you, Michael. Mom, Julie, Abba, Dawn, Freddie, Slick, and everyone in the back room. We love you.
Yes, we love you. We love you all. So all the love here today. And
Love you, Kenny.
love you, Sha.
Thank you.
So I want to thank all you lovers for watching the Florida Love Show today. And as I always end every show, who can you give a rose to? I love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.